Hi, guys, and welcome to fall. Well, almost fall. If you are watching this lesson on the 18th, the day that I'm supposed to post it, then it's not technically fall yet, but it feels like fall. It's not getting, I think 68 is our top temperature today, and it's raining. I keep looking out the window because it's raining outside. I wore a cozy t-shirt today to be all snuggly, and I'm super excited because fall actually comes on the 22nd. So the first day of fall is September 22nd, and that's why I chose fall to be our theme this week. Because we're just about to hop into that season. Now, I love the fall season because I love wearing the cozy clothes and the weather changing and it not being too cold, but it's like, nice and crisp outside. I love the way the leaves change and look beautiful. That's one of the reasons that I liked this scene so much, was all like seeing all these beautiful colors in the leaves. And it just inspired me to create the scene for you guys to explore. Now, my reason for creating scenes like this is when we are, look, my screen recorder is a little off. There we go. Perfect. When we're in the media center, you guys get to explore all the time in here. We explore books mostly, and then different topics together. And then sometimes we explore other things within choice time. And so I create these boards for you guys so you can feel like you can explore. So everything in here is explorable. I don't want you guys to miss the geese, the owl. Those things are kind of hidden. Everything else I feel like is pretty there for you to see. I'm not going to tell you what the things are. I think you're going to figure it out when you click into it. You'll be like, oh, that's why she included a clock. But there are 3 new resources that I want to give to you guys today, and that's what I'm going to spend the most of our time on. And then there's an additional, it's not really a resource, but it's something that I'm creating for us that I just find fun, because I know that sometimes when we get home in the afternoons, and we get done with all of our activities, or we're traveling to meet my in-laws in Wrightsville, my kids are like, we want iPad time. And I don't love them just playing on games all the time. And I don't know if your parents feel the same way. So boards like this, to me, I don't mind, because it sends them out into the world to explore ideas and different topics, but safely. And so I tell them sometimes, okay, you can go to my website, and they'll go explore pages like this. So once you explore it once, I don't want you to be done. And that's why I've included this 4th thing that I'm creating for you that has even more to go with it. I'll show you about that towards the end. Okay, so let's get started on our new topics or our new resources for the day. Like I said, there are 3 actual resources that I'm teaching you, and it's going to be nice and quick. So these 2 book piles, they both link to the same thing, but they represent 2 separate resources. So I'm going to go ahead and click on one, and it goes to my resource page. But so we've done One Access, we've done Tumble Books, we have not done Overdrive. We haven't really talked about it yet, so we're talking about it today. So click into Overdrive. You're going to need to log in. Hold on. Where's my account over here? I'm like having to move my head around because of the way I have things. Oh, I'm signed in. Let me sign out so it makes me sign in for you guys. All right, let me get out of this and come back into Overdrive. Maybe it'll make me sign in. Yeah. So we want to click that sign in button. All right, and then you see where it says welcome, please sign in over here. That's where you're going to want to put your LNC and then your student ID number. And so you don't see my LNC. I have that half of the screen cut off, and I'm not going to show you because it starts the beginning of the student ID number, and I don't want you to see that. So LNC in lowercase letters, and then the student ID number. I know I've gotten some emails about we can't get logged in, and that's why, because you're not using the LNC. Then click sign in. And once you're in, this is like your own little mini library online. So you can request books, put books on hold. You can check out books. They can live on your shelf. It's really fun to be inside of all of this. So obviously they have it, new stuff. You can search I'm going to go ahead and search the word fall. F-A-L. You can't see. Here, I'll scoot you over. There we go. Ah, fall. Fall. There we go. I'm just going to click on the title, fall. All right, so it's showing all these fall books. Now, available at the top is a great key. See this wait list thing? That means that you're going to have to request it. So if I put place a hold on that, did I place the hold? Yes, there you go. The reason it wants email addresses is so it can email you when it's in your account. But you have to be able to enter those email addresses in order for it to place a hold. So this is something mom and dad would have to do. Or if you are a 3rd or 4th grader and you know your LNC email address that links to your Schoology account, ask permission from mom and dad before you do it for the first time, but that would work in here too. All right. But if it's not, well, here, let me go ahead and show you place a hold with my LNC email address. Okay, so it shows me that I'm #1 on 0 copies. So it would say #4 on 0 copies if, oh, maybe they don't have any copies of this. Okay, so I think the 0 copies mean they don't actually own any copies of it, but it's coming. So if they own, like, I don't know, this is across all of Charlotte Mecklenburg, so it depends on how many digital copies they own. So if they own like 10 digital copies, they might tell me I'm #1 on 10 copies, so that means it would come quick. Sometimes you'll be way far down in the lineup if it's a super popular book, so you might be like #21 on 3 copies, which means you can be waiting for a while. Okay, but then they give you some other ideas that are available. And I don't need to worry about this. I can just X out of it. All right, but let's look at the leaf in the fall. Let's do this. I want to borrow this book. Let me click borrow. And then I'm at 1 of 2 copies available. So this is 1 copy of the 2 that they have. I'm going to click borrow it. Borrow for 14 days. Now you can change this. If you don't want it to be 14 days, you can click to 7. I'm actually going to change it to 7. Let me tell you something that bothers me so much as a teacher and as a librarian is when people have books and they're not using them, especially these ebooks. Right now is a big time when everyone is at home trying to access these, and we all, pretty much everyone in our area from South Charlotte to up to Davidson has access to this because Charlotte Mecklenburg school system has access to it. Any other school system that wants to get into it, like ours, has access to it. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to borrow a book and hold on to it that we're not using and someone else wants to get a hold of it. So I'm going to click borrow. And now you can read it with Kindle or you can read it in your browser. So if you have the Kindle app on whatever device you're using, then you can read it through Kindle. Or you could just read it in your browser. I'm going to click read now in browser. It loaded the book. Now I just click through it. So easy. Love it. Okay, so you can't see this, but there's a tab that opened up top. Well, here, I'll move it up so you can see it. Nope, it won't let me go there. You can't see it. There's a tab that is up top for the book. So I'm just going to X out of that tab, and now I'm out of here. I'm going to X out of this. And remember how I checked it out? Where's my, yeah, hold on, sorry. Moving that around. I checked it out for 7 days. If I go to my account, I'm going to be able to see my shelf. Here's my account over here. My loans. And look, there's my loan right there. So I'm done with this book. I want to return it. That button right there, return. And let's say I love this book and I don't want to return it. I want to read it again tonight. So you just go to your account and you go to your loans, and then at the where you clicked loans, if I want to go back and read it, I can do exactly what I just did. I can click read now in browser, or I can use the Kindle. Okay, so I'm going to click return. I'm returning this title. And there you go. Now you can search for anything this way. Now let's search for a super popular. Let's go Dogman. See how that does. Look at all these Dogman options. Waitlist, 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 waitlist. Let's see how many. Ooh, Grime and Punishment. This is a new one, isn't it? Let's see how waitlisted we are on this one. 0 of 13. Wait time about 8 weeks. telling you the place you are. It will tell you the place you are. Maybe it's about 8 weeks because it's not released yet. Is it released? I don't think it's released yet. I think that's why. I think that's why it's 8 weeks. Sorry, I haven't ever seen one that long. Let's go look at one that we know is released. Ah! I just got out of it. It's easy. We can get back in. Overdrive. We're still logged in. It'll keep you logged in for a while. We're gonna search for Dogman. Let's look at one we know is wait time available soon. Yes, I think the other one's not released yet. Okay, so that is Overdrive. Overdrive is awesome. You can get picture books, graphic novels, ebooks, nonfiction. Mom and dad, you can access Overdrive too. Your kids are set up to be in the elementary area, but if you want to access the adult area, you can. Okay, so we're getting out of this. I'm gonna X out and we're gonna go back to, so that was Overdrive we talked about. We're gonna click on the next set of books and we're gonna come down to the next thing that I taught you about. I'm teaching you about today. So Power Knowledge Life Sciences, we have already explored. Remember when we did the horse 2 weeks ago? Now we're going to explore Earth and Space Science. You're gonna need to log in with that student ID number with the LNC in front of it. And this is the exact same thing. So Earth and Space Science is exactly what it's talking about. Any of the sciences that have to do with our planet and how things work on our planet or outer space. I picked this one for this week because if you come down to the bottom, you can see weather and climate. And we're talking about fall. Obviously, that is our climate change, or our weather change, I guess, for this season. So you can come down and check out climate change, and it's going to tell you about climate change. You can check out, I think seasons is one of these. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe seasons is under, oh, everyday weather and seasons. I clicked on it. I wasn't even reading it. The 4 seasons. There you go. So we're under 4 seasons. I can click listen. It would read all of this to me. It's going to talk about the season change, why we have season change. Next section. I've got games. So many things that I can do with this. So much fun. I know a lot of you are little mini scientists and would be super interested in this. All right. X out. X out. I mean, I could actually go to the next topic from there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make you go this way. All right. Our next resource is the owl. And the owl is National Geographic Kids. So National Geographic Kids is just a website. You don't need access to it. One of the things I like so much about this is my kids get National Geo Kids, what do you call them? Magazines. And this reminds me so much of the magazine, but for free. So you're here and we're going to explore, but you know what I want to explore? I need to explore that owl, right? That's why I linked it here. So we're going to go search. Where's my search bar? Where's my search? Oh, look. The search is you have to search through their topics. Search. Oh, obviously I didn't click search. Did I click search? I don't know. Explore. Native Americans. I was in this the other day. Sorry, guys. Animals. Ah. Let's go. This is where I was going. Birds. And birds. How do we get in here? Come on. Oh, we come down here. I was able to search last week, though. I would click search, and I would type what I wanted to search. Because I typed, oh, down here. Here's the big search bar. Owl. And it showed me all the different kind of owls. Let's do the great horned owl, because it looks like the guy that I am. Got a slideshow on him. We've got information on him. We see where he lives. More animals. So it's just another website that you can use for researching or for just learning and exploring. Oh, look, I've got so many tabs open for this up top. You can't see it, but I can. All right, the last thing I want to show you is this calendar over here. So this is something that's going to link you to a whole bunch of other stuff. It says start here because it gives you quick examples. But I created this calendar in case you just wanted more to explore. Now, the September portion is done. If you hit the next arrow, it's going to take you to October, November. They are not done or complete. But September is. Start here, click on me, and I will explain to you how to use it.